Good morning, children. Come on video, please. Yeah. Today so many are there on the board. Very good. So you are improving. Very good. So every time you should be like this. Okay. There are so many students. Those who did not attend are there. One more thing. Yes, Shankar, good morning. One more thing. Everyone on the video also. If you do that also, it will be very good. Yes? Okay. Yes, children. Okay, Fizan. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, children, shall we start the class? Because we have only one period, so we have to complete that. So last class, what we studied? Can you tell me, Raya? What was the last topic we discussed?
Work done.
Yeah, work done. Fizan, let me ask. Lena, what happened? Okay. Raya, what is work done, Raya?
Work done is the force acts on an object. The object is displaced in the direction of force.
Okay, direction of the force. Okay, clear. Eva, what are the types of work done we have studied?
Work done can be positive, negative, or zero.
Positive, negative, or zero. Okay, good. Rachel Boban, what do you mean by positive work done? What do you mean by positive work done? Tell me, what is mean by positive work done? Rachel Boban. No answer? Did you read?
Ma'am, I know.
Fizan, I'll ask you next. Rachel Boban, can you hear me on the video? And if you don't know the answer, if you don't know the answer, at least you say, ma'am, I don't remember. So that I will be switch over to other students. Isha, what do you mean by positive work done, Isha? What is positive work done, Isha? Yes? No answer from Isha. Okay, Fizan, you tell me, what is positive work done?
Ma'am, the force will act in displacement in the same direction.
Yes, such a simple one. Only Fizan give me answer. Others, those who don't know, those who know also did not open the mouth. So that is positive work done. Okay. What is negative work done, Nabil? What is negative work done? What is negative work done? When can we say work is done negative direction? Meghana, are you saying something? Meghana, are you saying something? Delvin, come on live. No, Fizan, only Fizan. I want others also to give me the answer. Navaneet?
Ma'am, that I did not write.
That
I
you
write
did not.
zero.
So, okay. So we are moving on to once again. If you don't give me answer, I will going on repeating the same topic. That's what we are going to do. Otherwise, what's the point of it? You are not studying, we are not reading. Okay. So shall we go to the same topic? What do you mean by negative work done? Anyone else knows? Do you remember what is work is done?
If there is no displacement, the work done. If there is displacement, it is zero.
That is zero work done. So that is zero work done. Okay. What you are saying is zero work done. So let us now once again go through what do you mean by the positive work done, negative work done, zero work done. Zero work done, already two cases I explained to you. One Fizan already told. There is no displacement. Yeah, that's the correct one. Okay, if there is no displacement, you are applying the force, just like pushing the wall. You are doing the push-ups. But the problem is, what's the problem? You are not doing There is no displacement of the wall. So that is no work is done. Similarly, a planet is rotating around the sun. So it is moving constantly. There is no change in velocity. That means there is no change or unbalanced force. But the problem is the force acting on a planet is towards the center of the sun. It is towards the center of the sun. That is how the force is acting. So that is why when force and displacement is perpendicular, just like a planet revolving around the sun is pulling the planet towards the center, but earth is rotating around the sun. So displacement is in one direction, force is another direction, and it is 90 degree. It is at a 90 degree. In that case also no work is done. In that case also no work is done. So there are two cases work is not done. One is when you apply the force, there is no displacement. Just like boys, you do push-ups. So when you do push-ups, you are applying the force on the floor or on the wall, but there is no movement of the floor. So we cannot say it is a work done. It's a negative work done. Or means there is no movement of the floor, so no displacement, so no work done. Similarly, when object displacement and the force are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means at a 90 degree. In that case also, there is no work done. And negative work done, we already told you, if you apply the force, the displacement is in opposite direction, just like gravitational force. As you go upward, gravitational force is acting in opposite direction. So that is a negative work done. So applying gravitational force on an object which is going upward, that is an example for negative work done. Then bouncing of the ball. Bouncing of the ball from the floor or from the wall. So that is also negative work done. So this is already we have done, and we have done the problem also. 5 into 2. Let us now see. Okay. So this is what I told. First type, positive work done. So this is what we discuss, positive work done. Person who is pushing the car in the same direction, and also there is a displacement. So we can represent work done in the terms of Fs or Fd. Some books it is given Fd. D stands for distance. That's it. Similarly, this is also another one, constant force. A lady or a girl is pulling her luggage. But the problem here is pulling is not perpendicular, but it is in the case of a angle. There is an angle. When you think about angle, our equation is changes into another format, that is W is equal to Fs cos theta. So this is another equation. So this equation when we have to use, when the force and the displacement at an angle, if the force and displacement at an angle, then we have work done using Fs cos theta. I'll tell you what is cos theta and all. So that is you are studying in your max, right angle triangle. So right angle triangle, if you consider right angle triangle like this right angle triangle, this is theta. This is angle theta. How to draw the theta? I think this is you are studying in 10th standard, I think trigonometry. This is a branch of max trigonometry. It is not in 9, I think so. So there you will study the sine theta, cos theta and all. But physics is little more ahead. So we have to know. So this is theta. We represent an angle with the letter theta, not our other theta, okay? THE, TA, theta. This is how you draw theta. Just like a Q. Make a O and bring it inside. So this is theta. And you can see, look at the diagram. This is a right angle triangle. And I think Pythagoras theorem you have learned. What is Pythagoras theorem? Anyone remember? Rohan is not there. Pythagoras theorem. That you must have studied, I think so. Roshan, did you study Pythagoras theorem?
A square equal to altitude.
So what is the Pythagoras theorem? Can you tell me that equation?
This square.
Ma'am, hypotenuse equal to altitude plus base.
Altitude plus base. Square root, no? Hypotenuse is equal to square root of altitude. Yeah, altitude plus base. So this is the one we have run Pythagoras theorem. The same thing here. Instead of altitude, what we say that opposite side and adjacent side. That is only difference in this. Opposite side and adjacent side. So if you see the theta, this size where this base is actually adjacent side of the theta. Okay. If you consider this is an angle, this base is our adjacent side of the theta, and this vertical direction which is going up, that is our opposite side. Okay. So in max, same thing. Can you tell me how can you find out the base? What is the equation for finding the base? Base is equal to, tell me Pythagoras theorem, base is equal to
Altitude square plus base. Hypotenuse square.
hypotenuse square minus
Plus altitude square.
okay, but here it's not like that. Okay. So in this we call it cos theta. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side
By hypotenuse.
by hypotenuse.
Right angle.
It is studying in 9th standard.
Ma'am, you already told it.
Okay. So next is sine theta. What is sine theta? Cos theta adjacent side by hypotenuse. Sine theta is
Opposite
opposite side by
hypotenuse.
hypotenuse. So this Fs cos theta means, so if you just say, just think in your equation of this, 1 minute. Okay, so just to think that in this triangle, let us consider F is the hypotenuse. Okay, F is the hypotenuse, and then this is adjacent side. Okay, we can just give what do you call one letter, maybe you can just say A or something like that. Yeah. So cos theta you will get A by F. Correct? Then what is A? A is F cos theta. Did you get that? Suppose this base we give a letter A and this is a hypotenuse, then cos theta is equal to A by F. Therefore, A is equal to cross multiply, just your max. Therefore, A is equal to F cos theta. So this is the same way you are getting this one, F cos theta. Yeah. So F cos theta, when you go to +1, you will learn all this. I am not telling because it will be too much for you. At present, you understood it is from the triangle we are getting it. Because there are so many things. This is you are studying in +1. The continuation of this chapter, we are learning in +1. Okay, so I will not say now that it may not be digested for you. Just understand, applying this triangle side and all, we can have two trigonometry functions, sine theta, cos theta. And you also will study tan theta. Tan theta is ratio between sine theta and cos theta. I think this is you will be studying later. Okay. So according to that, what will happen that whenever you carry an object, sometimes whenever you carry an object, every time you may not carry at the same angle. Sometimes if it is too heavy, you may carry slantingly. Slantingly means a little bit like a ladder. You may carry something. So in that cases only our equation is going to be changed. Our equation is going to be changed. That is the only difference. Okay. Yeah. So if you look at this girl is carrying her luggage, you can see it is making an angle theta with the floor. See, where is the angle theta is given in that. Okay. So that is what, where we are using this equation for that. Otherwise, we don't use that equation. We just simply uses W is equal to Fx. But only thing is, these values you should by heart. At present, you by heart this value. Cos 0, 1. The value of cos 0 is 1. Cos 90 is 0. Cos 180 degree is -1. Cos 0, 1. Cos 90, 0. Cos 180 degree. Because this is also we are using in 10th standard. We are using in +1, +2 standard. These values you should by heart it. Okay. What do you mean by cos 0 means? The angle becoming 0. Angle becoming 0 means this luggage is lying on the floor. Then we can say the angle is 0. Okay. Suppose if object is making 90 degree just like this. If she raises her bag, instead of this slanting, if she keep the bag like this and the floor is like that, then this is the 90 degree. And cos 90 degree is 0. So when you apply that value here, W is equal to Fs cos theta. Cos theta 90 degree. Naturally, what is your answer is going to be? 0. That is what we said, no work done. Got it? So this much explanation I gave you in order to give you that point. That is when a force and the displacement is just like a right angle like this. Maybe force is acting upwards and the object is moving this way. In that case, we can say that so work done is equal to Fs cos theta and this is equal to 0. So in order to make you to understand that only, I have showed you all this. Okay. I hope you understood. Similarly, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, someone is calling me. Let me come back. Someone is calling me, girl. Anyone calling mom or something? If you don't understand, let me know, because this is part of maths. So some of you may not have learned trigonometry. That is what you are thinking something new, totally. Okay. Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is also another example for doing. A person is, lifting the heavy load. Look at the angle, how he lifts it. Okay. So at this point, it is application of the theta. At this point, you can see the weight is on his body. So there is no angle. So Fs cos 0 Fs. But when he raises it up fully, it is fully not 90 degree. It is, see, this is our 90 degree. Just imagine this is rotating this way. When it rotates, what happened? This will come up to full. It will be just like a one is going up, one is going down. That is the time you will get cos 180 degree. So you look at this person, he is lifting, the lifter is lifting fully. So this force acting is, he is raising, and it is the force he is acting is displacement is upward, but this one is in the opposite direction. That is how negative work done is come. Okay, negative work done come. So how we can say it's negative work done come if the theta become 180 degree, because 180 degree value is -1. Clear? So first one you understood what is 90 degree. Now you just think that person is displacement is upwards and forces in opposite direction, or force is upwards, displacement is opposite direction, whatever it may be, then angle is 180 degree and it will be minus Fs. Clear? So that is about work done. Okay. Can we find out a problem now, children? Can you do this problem? Write down question. So we already completed work done. We will do 2-3 problem, then we go to the next one. Okay. The truck is accelerating at a rate of 1.5 meter per second square. The mass of the crate is 120 kg and it does not slip. Crate means which is on the top of the truck. The magnitude of displacement is 65 meter. What is the total work done? We have to find out the total work done. This little bit +1 portion is there, but you don't have to mind all this Fn and F4. Don't do that and all. That is a part of a +1. But the question is applicable for your 9th standard. We can directly do without this Fn and all. That I will tell you later. What do you mean by Fn and all? That is Newton's third law. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction force. When this heavy load is acting downwards, there is a reaction force on the top. I think I mentioned you 8th standard, normal reaction force. Do you remember that? We only just write the question, we will do the problem. Today, 16 by 11. Okay. You copy by the time I take the... Did you complete the question, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. By the time I take your attendance. This Malaka is who's Meghana? Is it Meghana? Malaka, EJ? What's your name?
Ma'am, Rachel.
Rachel. See, sometimes you are switching off the videos, no? So I can't remember your faces. That is what I'm asking you. You told Malaka, I don't know whether it's a Rachel or Meghana. Rachel Georgia or Rachel Bobbin? Rachel Bobbin or Rachel George? Rachel George. Okay. This is what happens. If I don't see you on the video, I can't recognize who and who. 1 year I taught you, but I cannot recognize you. Some of you I cannot recognize at all. That's why we are telling you to switch on the video. Just imagine, 1 year I am teaching you. I can't make out who is Meghana, who is Rachel George. Whenever we say you don't listen, no? That's a condition. Can I change the children, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children. What I want you to write here, after that, you just write this one. Don't draw the diagram. The angle between the displacement and the force is 0 degree. You copy that. Instead of Fs, you can write capital F. Don't write Fs. That is a part of +1. Capital F is equal to MA. Just copy down these two. Then I explain to you. Please unmute it, Roland. Please unmute. Sorry, mute it. Some sound is coming. Simply don't sit there. I want everyone to copy down.
I want to copy it that F is equal to MA 120.
Yeah, whatever I have written there, everything you have to copy. Then afterwards, I'll explain to you. Okay. Only less students, huh? Agana is come. God be not yet come. Elana. Isha. Nihal. Raya. Nasil. Anaj. Ashna. Roshan. Iba. Roland. Fisan. So many apps. Nobly is not there, huh? Let me see. Nobly was in the beginning, no? No. Hmm. 24 students. Okay. Have you completed, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children, I'll explain to you the problem. See, here what is happening, you can see that the truck, everything is moving in a straight line. So the force and the displacement direction are in the same. So that is why theta is 0 degree. Understood that? So then in the question, what is given to you? It is accelerating. So in your question, if you go back to the question, the truck is accelerating at a rate of 1.5 meter per second square. So already acceleration is given, that is Newton's second law. You remember in the Newton's second law, you have F is equal to ma. Yeah? Then mass is given to you. Displacement is given to you. What we have to find out? Work done. So work done, we already know it is Fs. So you don't have to apply cos theta here because the motion of the truck and the crate which is on the top of the truck, everything is in the same direction. Even you don't apply cos theta, just write WFS, you will get the answer. Okay. Since I have explained to you what is cos theta, that is what it is given. Force is 0 degree. And which is the force is acting? Frictional force that we have learned. It's standard. Whenever an object is moving, there is an opposite force which is against it. So that is why it is given frictional force. Thus, force is equal to ma. Because if you want to calculate work done, we wanted to know what is force. Force is not given to us. So that is why force is actually the acceleration into mass. So 120 into 1.5, you got force. Now we can substitute in the equation work done is equal to Fs. Therefore, W is equal to 180 Newton into 65. And what is this 10 to the power of 4? If you multiply, did you get so many zeros? 18 into 65, you will get zeros. Okay, if you just multiply simply 180 by 65. Yeah. So actually, if you multiply 180 into 65, you get this much point, 11,700. So why this equation? You can write it like this only. No problem of writing in this way because it is in little higher classes, they use us that way. Otherwise, you can just write 11,700. And why it is 1.2? So they are taking 4 places to decimal. So 4 places to decimal means you have to divided with 10,000. So that is what have done. So you will get 1.170 into 10 to the power of 4. Because if you want to divide this with 10,000, then you also have to multiply. So that is how we do. So here Final answer what we got was 11700. Multiply and divided with 10,000.
Ma'am, 180 into 65, no?
180 into 65. You will get the answer 11700. And I am asking you, I am explaining to you how this answer you are getting it. It is not necessary. You have to write this way. You can just write the answer 11700 June. I will give you marks. Now, for the people, those who wanted to know why, ma'am, how this answer is like this, I'm explaining to you. It is only shifting the decimals. If you want to shift to the decimals, you have to, how many decimals you want to shift, you have to divide it with that many powers of 10. So simply we cannot divide. We have to, you remember in the fraction, equivalent fraction, how do you find out? Multiply and divide with the same number. The same thing is we are doing it. So 11,700 into 10,000 by 10,000. So if you divide 10,000 with this, our equation is going to be 1.1700. And here there is another 10,000. That is the one which is written in terms of 4. It's a pure max. Okay. And how it become 2? That also I explained to you. I remember in the previous, maybe fourth chapter or motion chapter. In physics, if you want to make it for rounding off the decimal, what we do? Suppose you wanted 1.2. After this 1, look at the number, whether it is greater than or equal to 5.
Ma'am, how we got 1,000? 10,000.
That is, we are just doing equivalent fraction method in max. If you want to shift it in the decimal, we are doing that. Whichever number you multiply and divide, you will get the answer. That's we are doing in fraction.
That 10 raised to 4, that is 0, no? 10 into 10 into 10.
That is the one which is given on the numerator. And what is in the denominator also 10,000, because whenever you wanted to change the number, divide and multiply with the same number. That is what we have learned in equivalent fractions in chapter 7. I think 7th standard you studied. I remember 7th standard you must have studied equivalent fraction. So that is what I am used to here. So you multiply and divide with the 10,000. When you divide 10,000, you will get the equation. You will get the answer 1.1700. But there is a numerator, there is a 10,000. That is the one become 10 to the 4. And it is approximately equal to 1 point into 10 to the 4 joule. Why 1.2 comes? That is what I explained to you. If you want to make it for one decimal, any number you want to make it one decimal, look at the second decimal number, check whether it is a 5 or less than 5. If it is 5 or more than 5, we add one number to this first decimal. So 7 is greater than 5. So I add one number to this. So that is why it become 1.2. So that is also max only. Similarly, you are getting an answer like this, 64.55565. This is one answer you got it. You have to write this answer for one decimal. So what do you do? 64 point, look at the second decimal. Check the second decimal whether it is equal or greater than 5. So it is equal to 5. So one number 1 added to here. So you will get 64.6. So you don't have to write the remaining decimals. So this is also max. But in physics, we use this very often because we will get the big number answer. We have to make it for one decimal or two decimal. Another example I'll give you. 64.62333. Like that. How do you make it for one decimal? Look at the second one. But it is less than 5. So you cannot add one number here. We just ignore that. You will just simply write answer 64.6. So this is the basic of the physics when we do the problem. Okay. So if you get an answer 7.666, it is recurring number. You have to stop this recurring number for one decimal. Look at the second decimal. Check whether it's a 5 or greater than 5. Then you add in this. So it becomes 7.7. So you don't have to write the remaining decimals. So this is the practical thing what we study in order to solve the problem in physics. Either take the powers in terms of 10, otherwise you write it, answer exactly like that. Otherwise, you will get the answers, big answers. So you will be going on writing and all the numbers. So that will not be possible in our daily life. Okay, so that is what about it. Okay, children. So shall we wind up the session, or you
Yes.
want more problem? And work done. Let me complete the work done little more. And then this I explain to you. Okay. Children, so we have learned work done is equal to Fs and work done is equal to Fs cos theta. Suppose a person is going upward, just like climbing the ladder. In that case, our equation can change into mgh. That is the third equation of work done. Instead of Fs cos theta, we can write mgh. Why? Whenever a person is going upward, that is the time our equation F will be weight. F will be weight of the person that we have studied in the last chapter, gravitation. How can you calculate the weight? So weight is equal to m into g. We have done the problem using that. So that is the equation. Since a person is going upward, instead of S, we are used mgh. So that is the only difference in that. Fs is the equation, but what we did, since the person is going upward, instead of F, we can write mg, and instead of S, we can write h. So that is the only difference between the Fs and mgh. A person is climbing. When a person is climbing, we have to use the equation mgh. Okay? So next class, we will do one more problem using that. Then we continue with the energy. Okay, children? Yeah. Thank you. So I am going very slowly. I am going very slowly, children, because we know you know that physics, the problems are there, taking time for you to digest. So if you don't study daily, this is the problem. Okay, Noble. Noble, in between, I did not see you, so I thought you are absent. Thank you.